If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones. I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alphinaud. He's probably worried sick about you. Nah, I think I should just let him suffer. He deserves to be stressed. Better he's busy playing politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you soon. Wow, okay. Do you hear that? Here, we'll meet up back at the Waking Sands. Not the Waking Sands, but you know what I mean. We'll meet back up at the base. I'm gonna go get everybody else so that they can meet up with you there. Like, she's handling this can Moon, can we host a mutiny and you can be the new leader of the Scions? You're witty and funny and do your job. Why did they put them in the middle of the tower? This is horrible for accessibility. There she is, and none worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt the Warrior of Light would succeed? Oh, good, he was betting on us. Hi, Aymeric, you're very pretty. I think I speak for us all when I say I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. They totally took out bets on whether or not we'd all be alive or not. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have girl to thank. See, Aymeric's great. Aymeric's based. Yes, you are right, of course, Ser Aymeric. We should be content with what we have What do you mean, content? Kick him down the stairs, Aymeric. You're better. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Dromont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that, I have no doubt. I take it these are the selfsame supplies that the heretics stole from the House of Fortom's Cavern? Lest the crystals were compromised, the shipment scarcely a fraction, blah, 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 blah. On an unrelated note, girl, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? Yes, of course. 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he heard of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of it. The way that Alphinaud is like, we could have done a little bit better. And Aymeric is like, no, actually, this was fantastic. You did a really good job. What were you thinking, girl? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva. Anyways, I cannot read today. Oh my god. And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat by the fury, girl. 'Tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. See, he's great too! Ser Aymeric wished to have words with you and Master Alphinaud in private. He awaits us at the intercessory. He's so concerned about, man, like, did you see that? The way that he was like, you are so cool. That was amazing. You did such a great job. I was so worried. And Alphinaud is just like, well, it would have been a bit better. Yay, everybody. Good job, workout. Good job, everybody. Good work. Fitness. The Fitness Gram Pacer test. And then Alphinaud is freaking like, well, you could have done a little bit better. Like, geez. Can I just join? You know what? I'm joining. Aymeric, can I sign up to be a knight? I could be a paladin. Greetings, madam. I shall show you it at once. Here we go. Dal, you're completely right. That is exactly how... They're so nice to me.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
It's voiced. It's voiced.
Never
it's
before
voiced.
have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
I just wish they were French.
From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions.
I want Aymeric to have a spicy French accent. That would be cute.
'" 'Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautilon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense.
I would be fine. I
All
like
things
projectiles,
considered,
so
it
be
was
fine.
not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
I don't
Which
mind
is
Alfie's
why
voice.
This unprecedented crisis and its resolution
I'm bothered
may
by his
prompt
blatant
a change
nepotism.
in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
Oh my god, he
At the
whispered
very
at the end
least,
there.
this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Yay!
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
Alphinaud, shut up.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw
You're so
my previous
rude.
request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We
Yes, it
too
is!
have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
Bah?
I see.
We...
Once more, I must thank you.
Ser Aymeric, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard's could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible.
He's so pretty.
I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
He's very pretty.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors.
Yeah, don't
but
spoil.
that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Alphinaud, can you stop, like, insulting them? Thank you.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights?
Oh, he's about to get
One
schooled.
who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you
Oh, he's
suppose
calling
that
him out for being a nepo-baby!
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
Just that jab at him right there.
We are so glad to be of use to
Oh my
you.
god. Alphinaud, you're just mad that he's doing
As
to
we
you what
are
you do
to
to me.
you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance.
So he keeps the same voice actor?
Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders.
Nice.
But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
He's so good at politics.
Wise words, Ser Aymeric. I shall make a point to remember them.
Mike keeps
I
the same
must
voice actor stop sounding like
apologize
he's
for my
recording it in
earlier
his closet.
I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Alphinaud, can you stop
Not
being
at
a
all.
jerk to the beautiful
You but
man?
spoke from the heart.
Look, and he forgives people. He's understanding. He's
I
like, you're a
trust you understand
16-year-old
that at
nepo-baby. I
times my
kind of hate
duties may
you.
prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Alfie, he's so butthurt, right?
Lucia, at your service.
Thanks, Lucia.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
I feel like Lucia is the type of person that's
Know
like,
that the Lord Commander and I are of
she's
one
gonna
mind.
slap
For the
Alphinaud
sake of
if he
Ishgard
speaks up
and
again.
the Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past.
Him and
must
Horsefart
losing
keep their
sight of
VIs during the
future.
switch? Okay. She should. She
Should
really
aught
should.
befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland.
Aww.
Suffice it to say, I trust her completely.
Yeah, she
and
isn't
so may
Ishgardian. Look at him. His right-hand person's a lady, and
Which
he's not
reminds me,
racist. Look at
Lord
that.
Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In
Slap him.
times such as these,
Slap him.
trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem.
For our Mustang vibes?
The
Yeah.
results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Like, he cares about his men and won't force
Ser
them
Aymeric.
into things
I
to
cannot thank you enough.
keep them safe.
Think nothing of it.
He's like,
Ishgard may be many
we want to
things,
help you, but we
it
do
is
have
no
specific
friend to
reasons why
Garlemald.
we can't.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
You're so tall. When you describe him like this, he just sounds like Gaius. I like Gaius pretty well. Yippee! Back to the... With one reason to celebrate, Alphinaud looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends of the Rising Star. I don't want to go to the Rising Stars. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and our approach to combating it. Well, yeah, if people can start, like, doing Digimon Season 4 with their primal summons, that is kind of a bit of a concern, yes. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Oh, because if the Garleans find out, then instead of taking out the beast tribes and the primals again, they're gonna figure out how they can common rider the primals instead. And that's gonna be a problem for us, because the Garleans already have a whole bunch of military might, so if they wind up being able to common rider Digimon Season 4, that's gonna be real bad for everybody, I see. So why don't we just do that first? Imagine then if it became known that not only the beast tribes of Eorzea who could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Not the smiley faces. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could find ourselves facing combined might of all of Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, girl, it's better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. You just gonna leave me here? Back to more donuts. I wish I had donuts. I have microwave burrito. And Korean mozzarella corn dogs. Did you really want to share a ride with Alphinaud? Alright, I have no objections to him paying for the Uber, okay?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
No, actually I'm not. Never mind, I am ready.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
No, Polenicus. It was because Alphinaud said the beast tribes weren't civilized. It was Alphinaud. That's what was the wow.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
It was like Kamen Rider, Digimon Season 4.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Okay, Stola.
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog the 12th was a primal, I should think.
May his reign be
Both were
eternal!
ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun, not gonna lie.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning.
It is 2 days away from trying it herself.
Standeth to profit from
hey, Papalimo, can you give me like a list of the primals and what they look like?
I can't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it.
I want to try.
Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you faced before.
Then
So,
mayhap
Lorthramar? Wait,
it's
is
time
it?
that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Oh, now she's fine with it. If I say that it was a primal, she's like, no.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
See.
Hear, feel, think. Heidelin
Hubrock.
speaks to her as well.
Yes.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power
Oh,
of the
he's
Echo,
he
she will
is
doubtless have
Lorthramar.
used it to
Ah.
further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the
I like
truth.
Lorthramar.
Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Rian J
Did
has
not
the most
Lady
heinous fanny
Iceheart
pack I have
implore
ever
thee to
seen in
seek
this
the
game.
Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
Got them Gucci sandals. The sandals are the biggest crime.
Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
I don't think they are. I think it's all just coincidence, Minfilia. There's no connections here. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard Zomar. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Okay. Yeah, no connections at all. I think it's all just random. Haha, so random, guys. Girl, 'tis well you are on hand. We have a problem. Roaille has escaped. No, really? That's crazy. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Roaille quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to... hiccups. Flee to her imperial masters. Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Royale's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join in the hunt. What if... Hear me out, Alphinaud. What if... 'twas all but a ruse? Because how is Ilbert already over there? How's Ilbert already, like... That's a big chocobo. That's another big chocobo. 'Tis but a ruse, indeed. Hello. Oh, yours has bunny ears. A bunny bird. Alright. Hi, Ilbert. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roaille walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Robon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempts to detain her, and so here we are. Roaille must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Why did you just run away? That was your last word? He just takes off running. All right. Perfectly natural oil refinery. It doesn't look like one. Oh, I think I have to leave the party. All right. Time for level sync. Aha. This wretch was with Roaille. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty, even to her own. God's harpy. With me, Scion, we almost have her. Wow. Oh no, she is a bad guy. My whole plot of Ul'dah being the backstabber is actually fake. She was just bad at being a spy. Oh, you want Roaille alive? I don't know if I can guarantee that, but... The Razor? Oh, the Medicus is the healer one. Okay, Medicus is dead. Alright, we're just gonna take out the Centurion then. I'm so sad. This beautiful piece of machinery that we could give an ego. Ah, not the reinforcements. Bonk. Sound effects are a bit loud. Sorry. Gonna take a hot minute. I'm in the middle of killing people. You just mentioned. Nuh-uh. Well, I heard he rolls his socks. Who does that? I've been working on a gravity belt. How did you guys find the kitten meat? You know, the kitten meat I put in my burgers? Oh! Yigiri's here! Wait, why is there a big hand thing? Hello? Oh, Armor the Destroyer. Maybe I should beat that up. Oh. Probably bad if Ul'dah dies, huh? Uh-oh. Ul'dah, don't die! Ul'dah, don't die! I don't want to do this again. Ul'dah! Ul'dah! No! This man's an idiot! Well, even if Roaille's supposed to be tough, he was like, don't kill her. Okay, Healy Lady's dead. And now I have to fight this Colossus, right? Are you doing okay still? Okay, yeah, you're still okay. Alright. And now there's more reinforcements again. I'm busy! Oh my god. I need this Colossus to die. Okay. Yugiri, please. Yugiri, please! Okay, I'm leaving him to fight her because he said don't kill her. Oh my god, we got the big vanguards now. And he's standing in the crab, like... He said don't kill her, and she's like... Does that mean I'm not supposed to hit her? Is it okay to hit her? Okay. Oh god. You kill everything else? I guess. Yuhase died. Shh, he's fine. Bind her, not blind her. And do it right. We could have blinded her. That would have been pretty good. Good work, men. You did nothing. Alphinaud, you did nothing. No, Yu's fine. He's right there. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you have fallen so low. What do you know of low? You a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want? Yeah, tell him! Yeah, get him! Yeah, get him! People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to survive. Stealing, killing, even... Ooh. It was no fault of mine if fools imagined me... Oh, shoot. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person ever to have suffered. In case you've forgotten, Roban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others in their fortunes. We accepted the hand we had been dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Okay, Mr. Bootstraps. Life was battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different, then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword to you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is to never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Alright, Ilberd. What a guy. What a guy. Roban's push. Okay, not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. Alphinaud, shut up! Our friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Roban chose his. Man.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business.
Why do you talk like that?
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Just got Alphinaud to shut up. Yeah, right? He said aye, and then he was done.
You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Oop. Man, and I thought you were a nice dude. You were so cute and funny, and then you suck.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
Not the trade routes. Not the trade routes.
Nanamo Ul'namo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Assassination plot? Get dunked on, Lolorito! Right? Now we talk to him again. Let us cling together. I think you misread this. This is the quest that's supposed to be for Sid and Nero? Thanks. Captain Ilberd and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Roban, and that shall be the end of it. Our work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I'm aware that the antecedent held Roaille in high regard. For better or for worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Yikes. Return to the Rising Stones. Back to the no-nuts, okay. Alphinaud, I feel like us being involved in this, like, deep-seated corruption plot that's currently happening in, the area isn't great. I feel like this is actually, like, I feel like this is a bad idea. I feel like having our little private army being deeply involved in this major corruption arc that's happening across one of the major cities, I feel like we might be in the wrong area here. Spoilers? Spoilers! Azarn, thank you for the sub! current content? Bruh, read the title of the stream!
Welcome back, my friend.
Okay.
I have already received word from Alphinaud.
It's not a spoiler. People said it was.
Was the Garlean agent.
I
know not what to say. Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding.
Oh, come on, Eileen.
She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to
Maybe she was just really motivated because she was working with the Garleans.
But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians.
I'm pregnant.
We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're
that's the Minfilius announcement.
Oricide, the miraculous material that will allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
Temporarily, I see.
In addition to Oricite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of
you're so right.
Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine...
Is Horrivolder the father? I think so.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
So we have to flirt with the Ascians.
The only trouble
I see, their weakness is love.
How concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically
I volunteer! I volunteer! I will charm the Ascians! Love will be their undoing! Laha bread, I'm coming for you!
Heidelin bid you forge what she called a blade of light. A weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy.
Star Wars.
Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our
Why don't we
world and
just
the
use the
void.
Crystal of Darkness?
The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that you will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade.
We must needs,
one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon
Not
her
eat the
champion.
crystals of darkness, but I like them. They're
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white oricite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try.
Aw,
But it's as I
Eva.
said, the stone won't
Yeah,
hold
same as
ether for
Lorthamar,
any
yes.
length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create
The what?
blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while.
What are we
perform
rubbing?
More tests on the oricite.
Hey, Thancred!
And I could do
Need a
with some help.
massage!
Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands.
Oh, don't turn her down. Come on, dude.
Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that's
Let's
it.
go!
I'll just have to come to you.
Let's go, Moon! Do it! She's great. 10 out of 10. She's awesome. Cannot be stopped. Ariana's just like, no, actually, we can't. And she's like,
While you
actually,
were
I
here,
can.
word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least.
Oh, finally we're figuring out what happened to
The Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric
I was
of
wondering
reality.
about that. We've been talking about it for a while, Minfilia, and you've just been like, oh, it's very concerning that this whole entire isle just disappeared.
It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
That's interesting, Theric.
What's
Thank
more,
you.
They all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon.
Have to leave.
called
See you later,
dimensional
Nalathim. No
compression,
worries. See you
or
later.
the rejoining, as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement. But I sense that a force greater still is at work.
The
The
Ascians
entity
stole
dark
the
beings call
island?
The one true God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon.
It's one of the things that
If she bore
Shakespeare
witness to the
popularized.
Isle of
Oh,
Val's
nice.
final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
How'd they steal a whole island? I don't know, but I want to know. I'll believe it when I see it. They got patched out? Oh no.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea.
Oh, no wonder.
So
Wow, that's
swiftly
crazy.
their accomplices
The military people set up military
suspected that they
areas?
received
Okay.
help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
Her name is pronounced Huayu?
We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this
I hate
higher
French.
authority could not have been the Emperor.
I hate
By
French.
consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself
From
to be
Quebec,
more
obviously.
concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire.
Oh my god. I will never forgive them.
Seen the lot reduced to ash.
Why would you drop every single...
We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the
Huayu.
royal household
Huayu,
against
okay.
the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Garlemald from
If
falling.
it... See, the problem with a lot of languages is a lot of them use, like...
Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and
like Roman
purposes, the
alphabet-y
Meteor
type of
project had
thing.
failed.
And then you
And
have
the
all these
Empire
different
was left to
languages that
rule
have all
its
these different
lack of
pronunciation
decisive
rules
means to eliminate the
with the
promise.
letter combinations.
Until, that is,
And then English, we're just like, let's adopt this word into our language and not change the spelling or anything, but we're gonna keep the same pronunciation as it would be, like, similarly to its native language.
The 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies, yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf
How are the
was
food
wary
and
of making
hydration
the
levels?
denizens of
Food's fine.
Eorzea
Hydration levels are fine too.
lest
I have a
more
water bottle.
primals emerged to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who
Linguistics.
believed that Van
Ooh.
Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the
Okay.
Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th...
Oh, the 14th was rogue.
In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine
Gaius
the Legion's
Lone Wolf.
efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea.
Oh no.
This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army.
The
now known
new
as
Emperor.
Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
Oh no. She liked
But
guy
one of
with
several
tiny
actual
hat.
facts. We've
She
learned that
was
even
working
as
for the guy
Huayu
with the
served
stupid
the
hat.
Empire's interests, She sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo.
Not the status quo.
Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
I don't know, can you spell it out for me? Because, like, I don't really know the entire, like, Legion's number of people.
That she was a double agent.
Or even a triple agent! A quadruple agent!
You consider her services to Van Belsar
Sextuple agent! Hi, Prophet.
winning DM?
We apparently have all of these revelations happening right now, but we don't have the full picture of, like,
unclear to me.
Everybody's political stance in the game, so it's kind of hard to figure out what we're doing. A Baker's dozen agent!
And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made
Another hand? That's too many to hold. We're not even here yet. We're just, like, psychically paying attention to this discussion. I don't know, you could go in kind of friendly, like, good cop, bad cop.
I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained.
Huayu? How dare you be a double agent?
That there may be unwitting abettors among them.
So we caught Huayu, but what about her compatriot, Waiayata?
On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul.
Is it?
And with that, I take my leave.
Can you just take all of them the entire time? Okay, I actually left. He's implying that she worked for weapon companies who profit from the war? Oh, is that what that was?
I've been made to
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them?
Them?
Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve.
All right, Robon, let's not I don't think, like, people's weight has anything to do with them being, like, corrupt people, all right?
Purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
Can you not shout this in here? We've established Ul'dah's really bad about security. Ah, me too, Rowan. Me too. Ah! Is that a turtle on the table? Yeah. Oh, she's got plushies.
Of you this day. Your Grace.
What is her drink? Is it pixelated cubes?
I fear that not even mine own chamber shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
What is Connie Senna doing here? What?
Ever since he proposed the Cardinal Reclamation Bill, Teleji
Connie Senna,
has risen to
you haven't touched your cube drink.
Impoverished refugees. The Monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit.
Why does it come with tongs?
Have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as
Why is the fork upside down? Wait, Connie Senna's fork is upside down.
Not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
The sugar lumps for tea, but there's one in front of her, and there's a Merlib's here too.
Threat to law and order. Might you not have grounds to dissolve the syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral.
They each have, okay, they have a teapot pointed directly at the giant sugar cube cup.
Merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve
That's
to
not
exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would
like, what do you do if you don't want your tea that sweet? You just take the sugar cubes out and put them on the table?
Natives or refugees, all who who reside in Ul'dah have a right
Tiny
to
salad.
pursue happiness.
Why is there so much cake?
To protect this right.
What?
If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly.
You pour the tea into the sugar cup. You haven't drunk your syrup leaves yet.
So here, you would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
Why are you listening to Lord
A ruler is
Dorito?
required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved.
Drink on the right?
It cannot be
It's not a drink on the right. That's soup. There's a
As you
soup
have
spoon.
informed
It's
us,
corn
The
soup.
monetarists take no view but their
It's
own.
already full.
They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual.
Also, why isn't
to
Connie
make
Senna having
Ul'dah
any of the
whole.
strawberry shortcake? Why is Merleweb the only one with strawberry shortcake?
And the presence of a Garlean agent
Anza,
within
thank
the
you for the
immortal flames
raid.
only makes matters worse.
Welcome,
Even
welcome.
accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a
exit 8,
breach of
nice.
security is unprecedented.
Yeah, see,
I
it's full
fear
of
this
soup. That's
business
not-
will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat
What's
Raban.
the other? They didn't take their salads. Merleweb and Connie Senna didn't take their salads.
Eorzea can ill afford for the immortal flames to be dampened now.
Pretty sure the spoon is for
Ere
stirring.
long,
No, it
the
is
Guardians
literally
will turn their ravenous
corn
gaze
soup
toward
in
our
the other
lands once
cup.
more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
Just props, all plastic. Oh, so they're at IKEA. See, that's full. That's not tea. That is corn soup.
Of her citizens.
That's not a standard mug. That's one of those mugs that you use as a bowl.
Know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few.
Merleweb, Connie Senna, eat your salad.
The best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends.
And those are massive
For the
sugar
government
cubes,
to
if those are
serve
sugar
the people,
cubes.
It must be formed of the people.
Oh, the teacups are stacked? Yeah, but okay, if there's... We have the fancy-footed...
It is not only the
I know they're yapping right now about being like, well, can't we just, like, remove the corruption group that's controlling the entire city? And Nanamo's like, we can't really do that.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here.
Why aren't they eating their salad?
When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request.
Their tofu, it's miso soup in the pot?
Help Raban to preserve order.
I could see that.
And protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need
Why
of
did you
a
just
strong
shoot the
Ul'dah.
syndicate? Nanamo, I feel like you're, like, death flagging a bit
Grace,
right now.
Are you certain of this?
Like, giving the
There
whole,
is
like...
no other way.
Make sure you
When the
support
time is
Raban.
The nation shall become a true republic.
Uh-oh.
Royalists
Not the
and
smiles.
monarchists shall cease to be.
She said she was stepping down?
Ul'dah
Yeah,
will
but that's
no
still,
longer
like...
belong to kings or queens or merchant princes.
It's kind of hard to step down from being a puppet monarch, because that's, like, showing some independence, okay?
Raban,
Only 2 weeks till retirement,
forgive me for
yep.
casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this
First time through, yep.
I am powerless to help my subjects.
I just... Those spoons are huge! That cutlery cannot be the one that's for Nanamo. Why am I locked off? What do I have to do? Bowl of Embers, the Navel, the Howling Eye. Kai! No! Not the... I don't want to return. Not complain, you have it so easy nowadays. Do I have it easy nowadays? Should I not complain about playing through A Realm Reborn in 2016? Coral? Because the first time I tried this hell of an MMORPG was in 2016! And I played through it! I think I have the right to complain! Don't come in here yapping when you have no knowledge! Alright? I have the right to complain! I've been through hell, I've come back, okay? You know nothing of the pain I've been through.